Hey guys, this is GamerCow. Welcome back to Mario 3D Land of Super NES. Last time we did the first half of World 4, which is technically 4 levels, and a secret exit, which is not a common thing in this game. I think that's the only other secret exit you find. So, it's kinda cool. It's just the whole homage reference stuff. But, this time we're gonna go ahead and finish off World 4. So, starting off with a ghost house. And not having boos come in, but we do have, there we go, there's the boo cackle. I do still love Teresa Waltz. It's still a really cool song in this game. You cannot actually run past this, which is okay, you know. You don't really want to anyway, but boos in this game pretty much indestructible for the most part. And really the ghost houses here are less about puzzles and stuff, and more to do with just like things appearing and disappearing and whatnot. So you won't get too many sort of pathway tricks, but you do have to be careful nonetheless, because there's a lot of platforming hazards that you can come across here. So, first star medal, pretty easy to get hold of here. The boos are not really too big of a problem right now, so that is fine. You can get yourself some extra stuff there, extra coins if you so choose. And yeah, just be mindful that there are boos around and you will be okay. The coins are there to kind of indicate that you can trigger stuff, and there's actually an extra life here. That's oddly generous, but okay. This is a path to a pipe that will appear when you bust a cardboard pipe, because that makes sense. And then you have another one of these. You can see the shadows of the blocks there, but since, again, you're not seeing this in 3D, I'll just sort of describe it. The blocks here are further out. They look more sort of popped out. And there you go, you can see from that angle, which is kind of cool. And that lets you go ahead and jump that way, get yourself an extra 100 seconds. I don't know, like, I still don't know how I feel about the whole like 3D section stuff here. It is literally just a show of the technology rather than anything else. Also, that boo has got a tanuki tail, so that's kind of cool. I suppose it can actually hit you when you're not paying attention to it. So do keep that in mind, I suppose. And that is the way that we're supposed to go, so let's see what's on the other side. Just to make sure, it is just a couple of boos. That's okay. We can deal with that. There's another boo over there. Not really too bothered. And now we need to make sure that we do not die grabbing that, because yeah, it looks like it could be possible. Is there anything over this side? No. Okay, so that's pretty much this stage in a nutshell. There's a big boo, which is very big, and also a boo. There's nothing over there either, so you just got to just go on the pathway. It's really not a difficult sort of concept for the stage. It's just, you know, finding which path is the right way. I don't actually remember. Oh, there you go. See, they're not cruel and unusual with this stuff that way. It is fairly well televised, which is fine. And we already have all of the star medals and stuff, so that is fine. There's another star here. I'm assuming you need it for dealing with something here then? I actually don't know why there's a star there. That's weird. Anyway, not the point, because we do have the end flag of, you know, getting golden flags is always fine. I don't know if you can make those platforms reappear or not. You probably can, but I know there are some flagpoles later where the blocks actually just permanently disappear on you and stuff that way. So, let's continue on with 4-5, and this is another one of those bubble Candyland type levels that you have all of these switches making platforms on a timer. I didn't note the bees before. Those bees will just home in on you, and that's fine. They're not really too difficult to handle most of the time, but they can trip you up if you're not careful. Also, boomerang bros, they exist, which is fine. And a mystery box exists in the middle of the stage as well, which is pretty cool. I don't remember if there's like a star medal in here or not. Is it just a random block? It might just be a random block thing. It's kind of weird, to be honest. In a 3D world, all of those would have stuff in them, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a random thing. Well, here's a star medal, and that is the first one. So yeah, it's just a random. Let's have blocks because why not? I don't know. Kind of a weird design decision if you ask me, but hey, I am not the game designer, so that is just my opinion. So we have the midpoint here, which is kind of great. Midpoints are always good in case you mess up. Now we're starting to get these things going over spike blocks, so you have to be a little bit more careful. It's still not exactly tricky per se, and we can get ourselves an extra tanuki, which is fine. Grab ourselves the coins whilst we are there. And there is a star medal beyond the box here, so make sure that you jump over that. That's why they give you the tanuki leaf there, I suppose. And more boomerang bows! I like the sort of maze aspect of this world, you know, compared to some of the previous ones. And, you know, it helps to, I don't know, like flesh out the levels a bit. Because the levels are pretty short, but at the same time, they have a lot going for them in terms of extra stuff. And that in itself is just a neat thing. Like, you don't have just one path to go on. You have a whole bunch of stuff that you need to keep track of here. I think I was supposed to wall kick off the other blocks, but whatever. Tanuki actually lets you get up slightly higher than you would with other methods. So, yeah, you're supposed to wall kick off the ones on the left, and then that would get you up. But I didn't have to, so there we go. Alright, and then we have an airship, which I believe is an auto-scroller for the final level of this world. And that's... Yep, this is definitely an auto-scroller, if I remember this properly. Yep, there we go. Going to go ahead with the jump blocks this time, so these ones, like we've said before, you need to pay attention to them because they will betray you if you are not careful with your jumping. So just keep that in mind. It is not the hardest of things to deal with, especially when they give you a tanuki, but still not trivial. If you go up here, you can get yourself some extra coins, which is pretty cool. Also very, very, very loud sounds to go with that, but whatever. I don't remember if there was a star coin down there. There might have been a star coin. Also, some of these rocky wrenches don't throw wrenches, they throw other stuff. The second star coin, is this the second or the third one? That is the third one, so we did miss a star coin going at the top there, but that's okay. And you're wondering, this doesn't look like a boom boom ship, right? There is also a thing down here, so that's kind of cool. Get yourself an extra life, I did spot that. But yeah, this looks a little bit too pink for a boom boom ship, right? That sounds more sexist than it really should be, but this is in fact not Boom Boom. This is his girlfriend, I guess. I think she is Bam Bam, but I'm not actually sure because I haven't really paid attention to that. But anyway, she will try and crush you instead of Boom Boom's approach of just spinning around the arena. So she's arguably more dangerous with that. She also uses boomerangs instead of trying to spin into you. But really, you just have to keep running here, and it's not exactly difficult. It will get more difficult later, as you would expect. And yeah, there you go. We have to come back into this stage to get Star Coin anyway, so I don't particularly care about getting hit there, because we will get our Tanuki back at the start of the replay. So as you might expect, this is another airship, so there will be another thing over here. as you can just about see. It almost fell off there actually. Just before, I guess just before we hit that, you can see there was actually a thing there. I was wanting to see if there was anything on top of it, but I guess it was to the side instead. Yeah, that's fine. That's just, you know, being pedantic and double checking. And that is World 4 done. Of course, like I said, I do need to go back here and get the second star coin. We know where it is. Instead of going above the world at that one point, you just have to go below it, because there was a gap to go down there, so the second star coin is there. But that's okay, because, hey, get to show off more level stuff, artificially have more content, oh ho ho ho. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Yes, you do have to watch this every time you come into a level, by the way, for one of these. Alright, so this time we're going to take this lower path down here, indicated with the coins, and that will get us the second star medal down here. Also with a block down there, however, so do watch out for that, I suppose. It could get in your way. And that is pretty much the only difference in the stage, so let's just get to the end and be done with it. Oh, I just realized the mic was off that entire time. Heck yeah. So, yeah, Goomba Stack stuff, not exactly too great. Monty Moles, again, we saw them and they were kind of a thing. But not exactly too scary at the moment. We still didn't see them in World 4, so who knows, maybe we'll see them in World 5. Till then, this has been Gamer Cal, playing Super Mario 3D Land. Actually remembering to put the mic on this time for once, and yeah. See you guys next time for World 5.